Have you ever felt guilty when you don't have anything to do? We live in a society where we're constantly told to hustle, to grind, to work harder, and to never slow down. We're surrounded by people who are always busy, always doing something, always connected. And it seems like there's this unspoken rule that if you're not busy, then you're not being productive, or worse, you're lazy. So we fill our days with meaningless tasks, just so we can check off our to-do lists and go to bed feeling exhausted but satisfied because we were busy. But what if I told you that sometimes being bored or having downtime is actually a good thing? That it's an opportunity for growth, creativity, and self-reflection? You might think I'm crazy, but hear me out. You see, we live in a culture of busyness, and we've been conditioned to believe that the busier we are, the more important we are. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Being busy doesn't make you successful. It just makes you busy. Success comes from focusing on what you do, not from the quantity of tasks you complete. And one of the biggest problems with this constant busyness is that it robs us of something essential: boredom. You might think that boredom is a waste of time or even a bad thing, but I'm here to tell you that boredom can be a good thing. In fact, it's necessary for our growth and well-being. So let's take a step back and look at why embracing boredom can be one of the best things you can do for yourself. First, let's talk about the negative effects of our culture of busyness. When we're constantly rushing around, we're more likely to experience stress and burnout. We also tend to multitask and jump from one task to another without giving each task our full attention. This can lead to decreased productivity and a sense of being overwhelmed. But here's the interesting part. Research shows that multitasking actually reduces our productivity by up to 40%. That's a huge loss of productivity. It's not just work that suffers. Our relationships also suffer when we're too busy to nurture them. We're more likely to feel isolated and lonely, even though we're surrounded by people. One study found that people who spent less time with family and friends were more likely to have high blood pressure, which could be fatal for them. Another study showed that loneliness can have a negative impact on our health, making us more susceptible to illness and disease. Loneliness has been associated with an increased risk of depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, and even premature death. These findings are a stark reminder of how important our social connections are to our overall well-being. We need to prioritize nurturing our relationships and creating meaningful connections with others. Otherwise, we may pay a heavy price both in terms of our happiness and our health. So now let's talk about the unexpected benefits of boredom. When we embrace boredom, we give ourselves the space to relax and recharge. We allow ourselves to be present in the moment and enjoy the simple things in life. And it's in these moments of stillness that creativity can flourish. When we're bored, our minds are free to wander and explore new ideas. We're more likely to come up with innovative solutions to problems and to see things from a new perspective. In fact, research has shown that boredom can lead to creative thinking and problem solving. One study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who reported experiencing more boredom were more open to new experiences and ideas than those who reported less boredom. This suggests that boredom can help us break out of our comfort zones and explore new possibilities. Another benefit of embracing boredom is that it gives us time to reflect on our lives and consider what's important to us. When we're not constantly distracted by the next task or the next meeting, we have the opportunity to think about our goals and dreams and to make plans to achieve them. Research has shown that taking time to reflect on our values and goals can help us live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. One study published in the Journal of Graduate Medical Education found that medical residents who participated in a mindfulness meditation program were able to better identify their core values, which led to increased job satisfaction and reduced burnout. Similarly, another study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who regularly engaged in self-reflection were more likely to report high levels of well-being and life satisfaction. These studies suggest that taking time to reflect on our values and goals can have a significant impact on our overall well-being and satisfaction with life. Embracing boredom also gives us the chance to learn new skills and pursue new hobbies. When we're bored, we're more likely to try new things and to step outside of our comfort zones. This can lead to personal growth and self-discovery. Research has shown that learning new skills and pursuing new hobbies can help us build confidence, increase our sense of purpose, and improve our mental and physical health. For example, a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that people who took up a new hobby were more likely to make new friends and strengthen existing ones. Another study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who engaged in meaningful activities reported higher levels of happiness and well-being. These studies suggest that embracing boredom and using it as an opportunity to learn and grow can have a positive impact on our relationships and overall well-being. Finally, embracing boredom allows us to be more present and mindful in our daily lives. When we're not constantly distracted by the busyness of our schedules, we have the opportunity to appreciate the world around us and to savor the present moment. Research has shown that mindfulness and presence can lead to increased happiness and well-being. One study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that people who were more mindful were more likely to experience positive emotions and less likely to dwell on negative emotions. Another study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who were more present in the moment were more likely to report high levels of satisfaction with their relationships and life in general. These studies suggest that embracing boredom can help us cultivate mindfulness and presence in our daily lives, leading to increased happiness and well-being. In conclusion, boredom is not something to fear. It's an opportunity to rest, recharge, and reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. When we embrace boredom, we give ourselves the space to be creative, to reflect on our values and goals, to learn new skills, and to be present in the moment. By doing so, we can lead more fulfilling, meaningful lives and improve our overall well-being. So the next time you find yourself bored, instead of reaching for your phone or turning on the TV, take a moment to appreciate the boredom. Allow yourself to daydream, to explore your thoughts and feelings, or to simply be present in the moment. You never know what opportunities for growth and self-discovery might arise. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to share it with your friends and family. We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences with boredom. What do you do when you're bored? How do you view boredom? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you found value in our content, please support us. Your support means everything to us and will help us continue to create more valuable content. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.